And hi, Miss Kim, how's it going? I was just asking L'Oreal if she had any requests. Yeah, you know, it is really nice outside, but I'll tell you, I don't know if I can do stretch class outside because I got to get on the ground and, you know, Milo's out there and that'll just be bad for everybody. So,
Right.
anyway, all right. Well, if you don't have any requests, I'm just
No.
trying to keep it relatively, you know, kind of get a hold of everything. So let's start off with our arms. I always like to start off with some arm circles. It's always good. Well, I think it's always good. Let's make them big to start with. And actually kind of fast. It's like almost like a little propeller. And then let's shrink them up a little bit. So keeping those shoulder blades pinned back, thumbs towards the ceiling, a little bit smaller. And then let's go bigger with them again. We're gonna do that one more time. And shrink it up. That certainly does get things going. All right. And then shake them out just a little bit. All right. So let's get a little bit warmer. So I'm going to squat and then stand and rotate, kind of like we did yesterday. Don't worry, we're not going to get too crazy. Just getting warmed up. Not too many of these. All right. Let's go ahead and switch to, we're going to go stationary lateral and reach those arms forward. Try to find that spot where you get a good stretch in the inner thigh. All right, let's go 2 more to each side. And on the last one here, let's pin one arm and rotate up. And other side, same thing, rotate up. And then let's bring it to the middle and try to grab your feet. If you can, just kind of pushing back against your knees, rock back and forth just a little bit. All right, and then pushing out against your knees, let's stand it up and reach it up. And then actually I'm gonna roll down. We are still gonna do some backward steps here, but let's go ahead and walk out. We're gonna pause right there. Walk your hands back. Roll it up. Let's do that 3 times. Roll down. Walk it out. Pause. Walk it back. Roll it up. All right, one more time. And then on this one, let's go ahead and sink your shoulders down a little bit. I'm gonna get out of my sunspot there. Sink the shoulders, round them up. And we will get back into this position, but let's go ahead and put your heels down, push backwards, walk your hands back up. And let's get some backward lunges. Of course, squeezing that back glute as you step backwards. All right, let's go 3 more on each side. And this last one, let's interlace your fingers, flip them over, and as you sink down, let's do a little side bend. All right, come on up, other side. All right, come on up, keep those fingers interlaced. Let's do a little side bend each way, a couple times. I was gonna say side bend side to side, but that's kind of Captain Obvious, isn't it? All right, so now once again, we're gonna roll down, walk those hands out, and then from here, I probably should grab my little carpet there, but we're gonna go world's greatest stretch, bring your arm up, and we're gonna do 5 windmill circles, and switch side. Let's do 5 of those on each side, so 5 circles, 5 world's greatest on each side. Ooh, that feels good. And now as you're doing that, squeeze the glute of the leg that's back. You get a little more hip flexor. Here's number 3. All right, last one each side. Oh, that feels much better. All right, stand in this tall plank position. Let's do opposite arm reach on each side. Let's get 5 of those. All right, and walk yourself back up one more time. Stand it up. We're still gonna do some hamstring scoops and then we'll get back on the floor. Mix it up a little here. Let's go 10 on each side. Reach down, reach up with those arms. All right, here's 7. Let's get 3 more on each side. Feel the arms as much as anything, but boy, I do think we worked those hammies a little bit yesterday towards the end of the workout. Mine are talking to me. All right, now from here, let's do a few of these nice big elbow circles, keeping your fingers just right on top of your shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and try to really open up the chest at the same time. All right, 3 more. And 3. All right, I'm gonna grab my little mat here from away from my sleeping puppy dog. And let's roll down one more time. Walk yourself out. Scooch it out of the sun here. All right, and then from here, we're gonna do a nice figure 4 stretch. Bring one leg in and out. Let's go 3 times with that. And then I want you to take it, shoot that leg underneath your body. Get a nice IT band stretch there. All right, and then let's bring that leg right underneath you. And reaching forward, interlace your fingers again. And let's pull back, get a little tug behind the shoulders while we're at it. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? All right. Put those hands back underneath your shoulders. Let's get the other side. And shoot that leg underneath. Trying to keep your shoulders right over your hands. And bring it all the way up. Interlace those fingers. Reach it forward. Oh my goodness, that feels good. All right, walk your hands back. Let's do just one more of those on each side. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Bring it up. And forward. And this time I want you to take your arms wide, thumbs towards the ceiling. Sink back. You should get a little deeper stretch this time. And hopefully a little right behind your shoulder blades too. All right, bring those hands right back underneath your shoulders. Side 2 twice. Shoot that leg underneath. And bring it up. Once again, this time, thumbs towards the ceiling. Sink it back. All right. And bring those hands right back here. And actually, we're going to go hands and knees here. So bring it down and go just this way a little bit. We're going to go opposite arm and leg reach. Okay, and then bring the arm out to the side. Bring it down, out, reach, bring it down. Let's go 5 of those on each side. All right. And then one hand behind your ear, and let's do 5 thoracic spine rotations, trying to get that elbow to point towards the ceiling if you can. All right, and other side. We'll do a few more things like that. But first, before we go back into a plank position, try to come all the way on your tummy. And let's put your hands, we did this one on Towel Tuesday actually. Put your hands so that your thumbs are right at the top of your shoulders. You're gonna reach over your head. This is called a Superman. If you need to relax your head down, go ahead and do that. I don't want you to strain your neck, but this is so good for shoulder range of motion. Let's go 3 more. And then hold your arms straight out. Bring them to your sides. We're doing kind of a face down snow angel here. And once again, if you need to relax your head down, totally do that. All right, I'm going to do 3 more of these and then come back up into the tall plank position. All right. So pressing up here, we're just going to try 3 from this position, coming into kind of that split squat. You can drop right to your knee, reach up overhead, squeeze that back glute, and come back down into that tall plank position. Okay, so there's 1. Let's get 3 of those on each side. You can decide if you want to go all the way to the floor or not. Bring it back. And here we go, number 2. I am all about those hip flexors. All right, last one here. And we are still going to do some half kneeling in a minute. Bring it back. All right, let's just go 3 times on each side. Once you do side plank, looking up at your hand, and slow and controlled, bring it back down. It's almost like a thread the needle. Well, kind of, we're not actually doing that part, but. All right, 1 more each side. All right. And then I'm going to come to a half kneeling position. And from here, starting with the arms, so shoulder blades squeezed, let's lean in. And as you come up, open towards the front knee. Come back to that squeeze position, lean in, open up, eyes follow your hands. All right, let's do 2 more of those here. All right, and then pin that forearm. Just get a nice little static stretch there. And once again, interlace those fingers, bring them up over your head, lean in, squeeze that back glute, and give me a tiny little side bend. And straighten the front leg. Reach with opposite hand. Let's get a little hamstring stretch there. And let's go to the other side. All right, so shoulder blades squeezed. Reach it out. Come on back up and open. Eyes follow your hands. You should really feel that between your shoulders and in your upper back. And let's get 1 more. And pin that forearm. All right, interlace those fingers, bring it up, lean in, squeeze that back glute. Let's do a little side bend there. And straightening out the front leg. Just reach with the opposite hand. All right. And then the lighting is just weird in here today. Let's bring one leg out to the side. Scooch this way a little bit. One leg out to the side. Let's rock back and forth 3 times, and then we're gonna sink back with that really good inner thigh stretch. And as you come back, I want you to take that opposite arm, bring it underneath. Kind of grip the floor with the shoulder, with the elbow. Get a good pull behind that shoulder blade. All right. And let's come to the middle. And kind of same thing. We're just going to rock back and forth 3 times. And then sink it all the way back, thumbs facing the ceiling. I want you to pull back on the hips so you feel a nice tug behind those shoulders. All right, come on up. And before we go to the other side, take one hand, plant it on the floor, interlace the fingers, and then lean the opposite direction. So again, getting that really nice pull behind your shoulder blade. Back to the middle, and then we'll go other side. So plant the hand on the other side, interlace those fingers, sink back like a diagonal pull behind your shoulder. All right, and other side, so bring the opposite leg out straight. Let's rock back and forth 3 times once again. And sink it all the way back and take that opposite arm underneath. Oh, does that feel good? All right. Then actually, I'm going to go on my side. And let's go ahead and get some of these nice rotations. So holding on to your knees, really pull. And let's go open and close with the top arm. Really do pull on that knee. I think you'll feel a huge difference. As long as your hips aren't going anywhere. Let's go 2 more here. And then I want you to hang out here for a second. And let's do 5 giant circles in this position, forward and then 5 backward. Let gravity hold that arm open. All right, and flip it over. Let's do 3 more here and then we'll circle. All right, 5 big giant arm circles forward. And backward. All right. And we have just enough time to mess up my puppy's nap. You know, we got to do some rear foot elevated to finish it off. Maybe someday I won't do that, but probably not. Because it's so good. All right, put one foot up whatever you can. If you're not in a position where you can do that, you can always just grab the back foot. But let's lean it back, just kind of folding your glute towards your heel. All right, one more. And then last time, interlace those fingers again. Reach your fingers towards the ceiling. Little side bend. Open it up. One more thoracic spine stretch as we pet the coach. And he puts his paw on my forearm. All right, and then other side. Hi, buddy. I know I'm totally in the sunshine spot, but I don't want to put my foot on his head. All right, let's lean back 5 times, just folding that glute towards your heel. Last one, and interlace those fingers. Keep that back glute squeezed. Little side bend. And let's pin it. All right. And before I stand all the way up, I'm going to face this way really quick. Let's take one arm, pull it gently towards the floor. Tilt your head the opposite direction. Just gentle forward and back. And other side. All right, bring those hands up over your head, reach it up. And let's stand it up and shake it out. Oh, that feels nice. And you were both